What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and set up that thing right there. If this is your first time here, my name is Brian and I make all kinds of freshwater fish keeping videos. In this channel, I'll cover things like DIY projects related to the aquarium hobby, along with giving you guys updates on all of my fish. So if you like what you're checking out, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate your support. As you can see from this little picture right here, you can kind of get an idea of what this is. Oh yeah. The funny thing about this is when I first got this, it was the last one in the store. I didn't want to lose it, so right here it obviously says 2 people to carry this. I carried this on my shoulder all the way to the cashier just so I can make sure that I had this on hand. The same friend that we went to San Francisco with to buy the Pyre and the Biker, he's the one that gave me the idea and pretty much gave me the source of where he found his rack. I went ahead and got the same rack that he has because I've seen his rack and it looks pretty crazy. So this is a steel rack that you can get at home improvement stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. The good thing about it is the exact dimensions of this rack right here fits a 40-gallon breeder perfectly. So if you're ever looking for a stand for your 40-gallon breeder, or you're trying to do like aquarium racks and stuff, this is your best bet. And just to give you an idea of where this stand is going to go, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. So the first 40-gallon breeder is going to be replacing this sump right here, which is a 20-gallon long that filters my biker tank. And the reason why I want to upgrade to the 40-gallon breeder for this sump is because I'll be able to split this tank in half. So that one half would be K1 and then the other half would be my refugium. So I can implement this into the sump along with all of the moss that's in this hanging refugium right here. So instead of having a whole bunch of boxes that's attached to my tank, I can have it all in the sump, nice and neat. And it's not like I'm gonna need to buy more K1 anyways because I have enough K1 for 20 gallons. And if I split the 40B in half, that's 20 gallons, so it's gonna work perfectly fine. The only thing I have to do is adjust this return pipe right here. As it's kind of mounted to the wall, I need to kind of rearrange it so it doesn't hit the aquariums when I have it all set up. And the second 40-gallon is going to be for these guys right here. So like I said before in the past, I like goldfish that are in top-down types of environments, right? Like ponds and whatnot. But since I was building the rack anyways, and I already had these guys right here, I'd rather just put my goldfish in there and have them grow bigger in there. And at the same time, with the 40 gallons or the extra water, I can add maybe like a Ranchu or a Ryukin in the tank, so I'll have more goldfish to play with in the new 40B. So that's the plan for the aquarium rack. Let's go ahead and wait till it gets a little darker and cooler because it's kind of hot in here. And we're gonna go ahead and come back and build this rack, and I'll show you how easy it is to build this thing. All right, so let's go ahead and get this build started. Did I just buy a box filled with wood? What the? Oh, okay. So there's no tools that come with this thing. It's supposed to be like a toolless install, toolless shelf, but it's supposed to be really, really strong. So each shelf is supposed to be able to hold 800 pounds. A gallon of water is like 8.25 pounds. So having a 40B on there is I don't know, something like 500 pounds or something. Man, I had to open the garage, it was getting super hot in here. What the hell is this? This is crazy. They have the smallest pictures ever. Oh, slipper. My slipper. Oh, shit. That's it? That's it? This thing can hold 40 gallons? I think that's it. This is the frame. What? This thing holds... No way. 40B is 36 by 18 by 16, I think. 16 or 20 or something. So this top one has to be pretty high. Is this it? This thing holds. Hold up, no way. This has to be the easiest aquarium stand I've ever built if this is how it's supposed to be. The metal does look kind of thin, but the box says it does hold 800 pounds. If you really wanted to buff this stand's strength, which I doubt you need to do, you can just add these, like here, you know, after you put your tank in. And that's just more rigidity. You know what I mean? I mean, my boy has the same setup, and it's holding up for him fine. I think it should be good. Let me go ahead and get you guys a little closer to what this stand looks like. You're literally not screwing in anything. It's pretty much, oh damn, this is not even on all the way. There you go. It just sits in these little holes and rivets just like that. As you can see with all these little holes, you can customize them by the height. You can move this shelf down in the middle and maybe put another shelf on top if you weren't using 40Bs. But yeah, if you can kind of imagine it, this stand thing right here is going where that sump is. So just kind of like put it like that. I think I'm gonna have to lower this one down a little bit. I don't need that much height. So you can see what I'm talking about. Once I put that stand inside that space, this bin is not gonna be there anymore. And then I might have to mess with that pipe right there because this thing kind of added a little bit of height, and the 40B is a lot taller than that 20 gallon right there. So what I'm afraid of is the 40B not fitting in this gap, allowing this pipe to kind of go through. If it fits, that's perfect, but if not, then we're gonna have to do some modifications. So yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna be happening in the next couple of videos. The only bad part about this is, although I have the stand, I don't have the tanks. So I'm currently waiting for Petco's $1 per gallon sale. It's supposed to happen sometime soon, and I hope it does, because 40Bs are usually $80, but when it's $1 per gallon sale, 40Bs are $40, and I can go ahead and get 2. So that's the only issue I have right now. I have the stand, I pretty much have everything to go. Swapping over this sump right here is very, very easy because all it is K1. Also for the goldfish, I don't have to worry about them having to enter. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's sick. I don't have to worry about putting them into a tank that's too brand new because I'll just reuse this sponge filter right here, and that has enough beneficial bacteria to cover for these two guys right here. So I had one person ask me last video what happened to my datinoid in my biker tank. I went ahead and switched them out. As you can see on the last 2 videos, I added in my threadfin cars in this aquarium right here, and therefore swapped out the datinoid and the Anabis into the tank inside of the house. And the reason for that is I wanted the datinoids to learn from the Anabis to eat pellet foods, and that's pretty much what happened. You see, before I added the Anabis into that aquarium and the datinoid back into that tank, all 3 of the datinoids only ate krill. But once I added in that Anabis and the datinoids saw the Anabis eat pellets, all 3 of them followed suit, and they all are eating pellets now. So they're all pellet trained. I didn't have to just starve them or nothing. So that was the main reason why I added that Anabis and the datinoid back into that tank. What I'm probably going to do is keep them in there for now until they get a little bigger. The threadfin cars are doing great in this aquarium. They're adding a little bit of color, and they're helping me clean up the substrate. So they're going to go ahead and stay here while the datinoids grow bigger in the tank inside the house. Man, I'm sitting here editing this video, and I just realized I didn't give you guys a proper outro. Figured I was too excited when I was building that rack. That I totally forgot about it. But I definitely wanted to give you guys an update on what's going to be happening with the channel. I had a whole bunch of questions on if I have an Instagram. Will I be opening up an Instagram or starting up an Instagram? And yes, I have that now, so I'll go ahead and put it in the description below. And the main point for the Instagram is for me to keep in contact with you guys. Let's say, for example, you guys have questions about fish. If you guys want to chit chat about fish, I want to give you guys a platform for us to interact. I used to have a fish Instagram, but I went ahead and deleted it. I wanted to start fresh with a new one, so hopefully this one goes well, and hopefully I'll be able to interact with you guys. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace, guys.